moves he had?
What's that?
You like Bobby's move, little move?
Yeah, I've seen all Bobby's moves. Man. Cut it out.
You ever get in on these competitions?
I'm sure somebody's gonna talk me into it for sure. No doubt. Yeah.
I still think Keon still has much of your film. You know that, right?
It's okay. Keon can think whatever Keon wants. I tell him he would have a hard time catching the ball on me. And he tells me, Coach, shut up, you're crazy. But he's one of my favorites, so yeah.
Did you used to have shooting competitions with Peja and Bobby and those guys?
Oh, absolutely. One-on-one, me and Bobby mostly. That was the they don't do that a lot today. Sometimes we get into one-on-one, but it's even more asking. That was probably the biggest thing is he helped me learn how to guard smaller players, and I helped him how to learn how to work off of bigger players. So iron sharpens iron. It was we were good for each other in that way.
Coach, is this a perfect example of basketball being fun?
Oh, absolutely. It's supposed to be fun, man. You know, Bobby, now if he wins, holy snaps. I don't even know what to say. We ain't going to be able to. We couldn't shut him up anyway. Now it'll be, he going to have something over all of them's head. That wouldn't be a good look.
Yesterday's practice, you felt like the energy wasn't there. Do you feel like it picked up again today?
Oh, yeah. They were spectacular today. Like, they were locked in, which is, like, listen, I don't know too many teams that come back after an off day and have a great practice. I don't care where you're at. It's the nature, it's the energy, it's, the mind is someplace else, and then maybe you lock in towards the end. And they did that for us yesterday. Towards the end of the practice, 82-2 is hard. They knocked it out. They shot their free throws. They knocked them down. So there were points in the practice when I went back and looked at that were actually really good. I have to find something to talk about though, because I will say we're asking them to pick up. We're asking them to be physical. We're asking them to be handsy. Now, we do need tape against somebody else, and tomorrow it may go good. It may not go good, but whatever happens, we'll have tape on it and we'll adjust. And these guys are competitors. That's the one thing. The competition level in this gym has been really high.
You going to play all 5 starters tomorrow?
Yeah, I think everybody's good. We'll see, how many people we play, but most definitely that's the plan at least.
Probably limited minutes though, so you can go deep in the rotation.
Damn, Jay, why you always be trying to ask like, man, what do you want me? You want me to just lay it out for you right here?
It's a preseason game, Doug.
You gotta have something to leave to the mind, man. Come on, bro. We'll see. We do want to get a good sweat in. We there's only 4 now, so that fast forwards the process a little bit. That kind of answer your question? Okay, that helps you? All right.
I imagine as a player you probably didn't love preseason, but here as a coach you probably would like back to 8 like you used to have. I mean, what's that kind of...
I don't think it's changed. It's not that the players don't like preseason. It's that they're trying to find what they're trying to find, and then we're trying to find what we're trying to find. And normally you want to hit as you're going in, so everything works. It just, the less games, it's a little bit different. So you kind of got to fast forward the process a little bit. Some teams do, some teams don't. For us, we got a lot of questions that we want to answer. So we need to see certain things. We need to play really hard and see how those coverages work. We need to see how they felt picking up 94 feet. Was the second man on the defensive slide, was he in position? I want to see pick and roll defenses. All those different things are questions that you see it in practice, but in practice it's one thing. Even as hard as they're playing, it's always different in the game.
You talked about wrinkles in the offense and moving Domas around a little bit. Can you kind of share some insights and break that down for us, what that's looked like in practice so far?
I thought it has been great. I mean, I think Domas, first of all, is just a special talent. So when you put that together, just allowing him to be anywhere on the court. And I think the game dictates sometimes, like what type of center is he playing? That dictates where he's at. When it comes to splits and stuff like that, you can get to it out of a lot of different things. I like that as something that I did when I played. Now, that doesn't mean anything. It just means as a coach, I like that style of play that is read-based as opposed to running a play. But obviously, we will have sets, we will have plays, but we want to give them the freedom in the first 8 to 10 seconds of the shot clock to just get downhill, play aggressive, play fast, get at the basket, try to break the defense down, and then we have to have organization. Dead balls and different things, that's a whole different game.
Coach Christie, how beneficial has it been since training camp start, leading up to the game tomorrow? How beneficial has that been to you since you had to come in at a strained situation last December?
It's been beneficial. I mean, it's different because there's a lot in that question. There is summer league. There's a lot that comes in. It's not just from training camp to now. It's been a whole process. So, but it's really been a lot of information. I'm always trying to learn and trying to grow and trying to be better. So, there's something in there too. Not everybody is that way. Some people just have it the way they have it and they're cool. I'm always we got to take into consideration who we have on our team, what type of players we have on our team. That dictates some of that as well. There's a style that we want to play to, but we also have to have the players to play that style. And I gave you the example of Dennis at 94 feet. So now that we got him, okay, we can play that way. There's a lot to it, but yeah, this has been extremely beneficial and a lot of fun.
What's been the most pleasant surprise for you out of this camp?
The competition level. Asking them to do something that they haven't necessarily done at a high level for a long period of time, in my opinion, is hard. That's a difficult thing. And when somebody that's actually done it, I understand what's required out of that. And the commitment from them to try to do that every single day has been highly impressive, and I really appreciate that. Listen, I know we're going to get in the game and whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but that's another learning step for us. Come back, watch film, look at it. Where are we at in that? And if we need to turn it up more, then we got to turn it up.
Is there a player that stood out that's maybe surprised you in what they can do that you didn't think they could do or didn't know they could do?
No, I think all of them have been, Dennis's competitiveness and leadership has, jumped off. I think Neek has also demonstrated that he can do a lot of different things on the court. I kind of knew that, but watching him, in summer league is one thing, but against NBA players is something different. Zach's defense and DeMar's defense and commitment to trying to play defense has been impressive. You guys mentioned Domas and moving him around the floor. There's so many. I mean, I can go to Malik and his commitment to the defensive end. Keegan has been a 3-and-D all-around player that I think that I see him ready to take a jump, but we got to wait till the game starts. So I could go down each one of them because they've all really, really impressed. The rookies who have been back are in incredible shape. Dylan has been great. You can just go on and on. Drew, all of them have something that I might not have known about, but after watching them went, okay.
What are you seeing out of Dylan? Last one, guys. Cartwell.
Dylan is his level of physicality and commitment to being coached and his ability to rebound the basketball. He sets incredible screens. Went through some video with him. One of our assistant coaches, Garius, I gave him, I want him to do this. And then they went back, they watched video. And then the other day I was like, oh, damn. I'm watching the film and I'm like, man, he did it. So that meant that they, in their PD and their vitamins, they're working on it. So there's been a lot with him, and he's just an extremely coachable kid, plays extremely hard, and there's a level of physicality that he has that you don't really teach it. You got that about that life or you ain't.